and one's to the sky.
Yo guys, Travel Chief Jeff here. Black History Month, so you know what we're gonna do with the Wiseman. I'll let him introduce himself in just a moment. We're gonna obviously celebrate our favorite black wrestlers. Now we're gonna have a section for the men's, which is here, and also a section for the women as well, which will be on the Wiseman's YouTube channel. So as always, yeet the subscribe button to both our channels and enjoy the video. Wiseman. Wait, before I tell you to introduce yourself, there's one more thing I need to say. Above our heads and in the description, our socials. Wiseman, introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, man. For sure. As you said, it's a celebration today. Of course, International Black History Month. I believe here in the UK we celebrate in October, innit? Or did they change it to February now?
No,
When I was
it's
in
February. I've always
when I
known
was
it to
in
be February, or
school,
maybe
I
February is the American thing.
feel like somewhere along the line. But anyway, either how across the world is Black History Month, so we're celebrating our favorite black WWE superstars, both male and female, as Jeff said. So yeah, excited to get into this one. We've got a list of five each. And we'll just be celebrating. It's all about celebration this month. So, of athletes of Black heritage. Let's get into it, man. We're excited, man. We're here. Like Jess said, subscribe to both channels. I'm on the road to 200 subs. Just kick that 200 sub door through. So I need to get in there. So yeah, guys, you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
just
Lock in.
subscribe, man. Obviously, man's just coming back from Nigeria as well, man. Nice hot country. As you can see, man's skin is glowing and all that
Come
stuff.
on. Look at
Yeah,
you.
there were stories which are for another day in it, man. Obviously, those who
Facts.
know the stories, they know in it, man. But we're here to talk about black men.
Right.
That sounded so.
And that one there was a VAR for a second. You know what guy never goes, ooh, like he goes,
Nah,
ooh, that
nah,
challenge
bro,
there.
you still, man. Bro,
Ooh,
I'm getting a yellow
ooh,
card for that one. But look,
ooh.
now starting up at number five, um, I've got in my top five favorite black men's wrestlers ever. I've got the one, the only, the gold standard, currently part of the Hurt Syndicate, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Shelton Benjamin. And we hurt people.
We hurt,
We
yeah,
hurt
hurt
people.
people.
We
Hey,
hurt people. I don't know why I'm clapping. This ain't the new day, fam.
we hurt. Hey, that one's a
Look,
mean
but yeah,
mugging thing.
Shelton Benjamin. Obviously, this
Good
guy's been
pick.
around for a time. One of
Hmm.
when I first started watching WWE, I was watching Shelton Benjamin, top guy, the gold here, Shelton Benjamin, literally the gold standard. He never got treated the way he should have been treated. I think if Vince really booked that guy properly, that guy could have been a WWE champion for sure, or
Mm.
world heavyweight champion. That one would have looked really nice around his waist, matching his blonde hair as well. But yeah, one of the best black wrestlers to ever do it. Really did pave the way for a lot of black people for sure. But my
Mm.
favorite moment, which is a little twist that we're doing that I didn't even explain. We're just gonna when we name our favorite wrestlers, we'll just name our favorite moment for the wrestlers. And our favorite Shelton Benjamin moment is winning the tag titles with the Hurt Business. Because when he was doing that work with the Hurt Business as part of a tag team with Cedric Alexander, that stuff was just so much fun, man. So when they won the
Mm.
tag titles, yeah, I was really happy. I loved it still. So that's my favorite Shelton
Good
Benjamin
pick,
moment.
man.
It's a shame though. The guy's most known for eating a switch in music on that one episode of Raw thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what, because a couple other things are going on. Or, but as
Wise
wrestlers like
man.
that, man. Yeah, okay. Good pick, bro. My number five, obviously over here, we kind of do most of the time, 99.9% of the time, we do WWE based content. I do have an AEW entry. He was in WWE previously, but obviously he's at AEW now. But this guy, I can't ignore the accolades and stuff and the performances and the matches that he's put on. So I have to mention this guy. We was there watching him in AEW in 2023 when it came to Wembley. I'm talking about top rope, catch a vibe, big pressure, vibe. Hey,
Okay.
wanna drive, you see the man that
Swerve
Swerve
Strickland.
Strickland? Yeah, man, I have to. a former AEW World Champion. That is a black man who has been a world champion in a major promotion. I can't ignore that. So
Yes, you
Swerve
can.
Strickland, I enjoyed him in WWE or NXT.
Whose house?
Obviously, he Swerve's house, and obviously he's
Whose house?
the world's house. And you see Prince
Whose
Nana,
house?
hey, catch a vibe, when I
Hey,
die.
that.
Not just that, obviously, but just the matches he had with like Hangman Page and that, the violence and stuff, and he made it known in his promo. Listen, you ain't seen a champion like me before, meaning obviously referring to his race. He said, I'm gonna be the one to do it. So them promos were really hot, and obviously the matches were delivered. He was the man, what I'm saying, for a period of time in AEW with that big gold belt. So my number five, Swear Strickland.
And what's your favorite moment?
Him winning the title.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
you know what I'm saying? Probably his
Right.
favorite moment as well.
Now, my fourth favorite is actually Swerve Strickland. He's actually at number four for me. I thought it was higher, but he's not. Um, but obviously you've just spoken on Swerve better than I could have. So all I'll say for that, my favorite Swerve Strickland moment, AEW All In earlier this, so not this year, last year, 2024, the match with Daniel Bryan.
Oh
Well, he
my God,
lost, but
yes. You know what I'm
obviously
saying?
he lost, but I watched it. I was there live
Yeah,
in it,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah, when I saw Swerve wrestling live, I was like, yeah, this guy, he really is him, man. Like he
yeah.
is that guy. He had Bryan's number and everything. Like he was a true heel.
Oh yeah,
I really thought Swerve was going to retain as well, but unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Daniel Bryan ended up, winning. But yeah, obviously you spoke on Swerve already, and like
yeah,
he's a big reason I watch AEW, man. Like
yeah,
even just
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
stuff with
Ricochet,
what's that one last
yeah.
one? Ricochet.
Hey, that bored man, you know.
Yeah, no, his stuff with Ricochet entertaining as well, and even with the Hurt Business as well, if I'm not mistaken, did something with them. Well, but wait, yeah, it did still.
Oh, when they
He
came
killed
in, when the
Shannon
Hurt
and
Syndicate
Putin
came in, yeah,
when he
yeah,
first
yeah, yeah,
joined, and he
yeah,
stayed loyal to Prince Nana, who's been with him
yeah.
pretty much his whole life and all that stuff. And yeah, obviously, killer theme song as well. And again, just one more time, whose house?
Swerve's house.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
for
man.
me,
No, big respect to Swerve.
fam,
So that's
you
your
know what?
number four.
I should even put him at number three still because he's actually active still, fam.
Do you want to make that an official change then?
You know what? Yeah, I'll have to make a
Ah,
change
cool.
to it, man. So
All right. Don't worry, that's
Swerve is
cool.
actually going to be number three for me, and the person at number three, when I get to him, number
Okay.
four.
Okay, cool. My number four, bit of a cheat code. I'm sorry. Probably a major cheat code, but I'm gonna have to. I mean, when you see the three, two, and one, you'll probably understand where I'm coming from. But at number three, I've had to. Number four, sorry, I've had to kind of squeeze these man in. Sorry,
Got to
I didn't want
squeeze
to
them
do
in.
it. Didn't want to do it. Pause. But I have to do it because obviously it's only a five-person list. I'm gonna go with Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Big E, The New Day. To be fair, this was a 10-person list. I probably could have put them, you know what I'm saying, one, two, and three, or whatever, or whatever. But
I hear it still,
it's
fam.
tough. But the accolades between them, I'm not gonna talk on them. They might be in your list, or one of them, or two of them, whatever might be in your list. So I'm gonna let you do that. I have a feeling that they are. But just the accolades between them, and even 10 years ago, like even obviously we talk about Swerve Strickland's and there's obviously a lot of black wrestlers and wrestlers of color on the roster now. But 10 years ago, man, it was a bit tough. You know what I mean? So they took a risk with the New
Oh,
Day and they made it work. Multiple time champions, Kofi and Big E, WWE champions.
WWE
You know what I'm saying? Even Xavier himself. You know what I mean?
King of the
King of the
Ring as
Ring.
well.
You
I
know what I
think he
mean?
won the
So
Intercontinental title, didn't he?
don't know. But even what they're doing now, you know what I mean? They're still active 10 years later. Obviously,
Man,
no Big E, unfortunately. But of course, do you know what I mean? That's 10 years, 10 year running at the top.
all right.
You know,
Since you put
you know
them
what I'm
all,
saying?
yeah, give me your favorite moment for each of them.
Big E, W title win. Um, Kofi Mania. That's probably one of your favorite moments, probably one of your top moments of all time. Me as well, but I know that's a big moment for you.
All right,
And
cool.
Xavier, I'm gonna go with Xavier Hilton with Kofi.
Oh, the recent thing, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, no, that was
yeah.
top works, man. Now, Xavier's not in my top five. Um, but it would definitely be an honorable mention for me still, man. And my favorite moment for him would easily be when he won the King of the Ring. just because he really battled to have the King of the Ring come back in it and then they let him win the King of the Ring. That's kind of like his WWE championship for him. I think he's even said that himself. I don't know in it, but my number three, who I said is now number four, Big E. Obviously, the wise man has spoken about him pretty briefly. But you know what? I'll just keep him at number three because at the end of the day, this guy, I've been watching the guy from when it was Biggie Langston on NXT.
Yeah, I need him
This
five
guy,
and that.
he's been about for years and
I need
years.
five.
Fam, the five counting, crazy stuff. Obviously, coming together to form the New Day with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, a real brotherhood and all that stuff. Like, you know, so good. And yeah, man, just to keep it short, my favorite moment, obviously, when he cashed in his money in the bank against
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley on an episode of Raw. He won the money in the bank, and then he's the first person to ever make a tweet saying, I'm going to cash in my money in the bank tonight. And he was true to his word and he won the WWE Championship. Now the reign itself was really shit. He was booked as a terrible champion, but the moment is there
Mm.
forever.
Yeah, for sure. Something you can't take away from the man, for sure. Okay, nice. I agree. I do agree, definitely. I forgot about the tweet. I remember it briefly, I think, but I can't. Yeah, you got a good memory, man. Good memory.
So just cashing his money in the bank tonight.
Um, Good memory. I think I do remember that still. Okay,
I
on to
watched that
number
live as well,
three.
when it happened.
You watch a lot of Raw
Obviously,
live, I do worry about you.
yeah, I
Bro has
always
like
do.
2 hours of sleep a night and that. Hey, listen. Number three, yeah. We spoke about him already briefly, so I'm not gonna go on too much, but I just have to because I feel like this guy has been there from early, man. So I'm gonna go with the one and only gold standard Shelton Benjamin. Just the fact that obviously from earlier on, like just he was just sick, like them times there. And in my mind, I think of watching him as a kid, like WrestleMania 21, when he ran up the ladder and clothesline Chris Jericho, I believe, and things like that. WrestleMania 22 with his ladders and that. And obviously, he was just one of them guys that you looked at and thought, I want this guy to be your champion. If you had like SmackDown versus Raw and you did manager mode, he was a champion. Like you just wondered why he was never the top guy. And obviously, still now, I wonder why he was never the top guy. And I just think that obviously he paved the way for a lot of not just black wrestlers, but wrestlers with that sort of high flying style and stuff. And you know what I mean? That hybrid style. And he's very, 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 very underrated. So I'm gonna go with Shelton Benjamin. Favorite Shelton Benjamin
Yeah.
moment was probably oh man, I'm gonna go with oh my gosh, I'm gonna go with that WrestleMania 25 uh leap off the ladder. That one was nuts. So shout out Shelton Benjamin, man. Have to. What a guy.
Nah, Shelton Benjamin, very underrated. And I remember when he came back to WWE at first, and then I think, well, I can't remember what year it was, but when he came back a couple years ago, and then he got injured for pretty much a whole year. I don't know if you remember that a
Mm,
few years ago. He came back,
maybe.
I think it might have been 2017 or
I can't
18 or
remember.
something. And then yeah, he basically got injured straight away and was out for like almost a year. It was a shame, man. Because I
Shelton's
thought
just
this guy would
old.
come back and he'll get some actual top mid cards type of booking in it. But
Yeah. He's doing it
yeah,
right now in
just
AEW,
just wanted
thankfully,
to
but
be.
it's harsh because you look at him now. I think he's like 40s, late 40s maybe, or
Yeah,
50s
still
maybe.
in
You know
excellent
what I
shape,
mean?
man.
And he's in excellent shape, but you just think, bro, like imagine him at 30 something, bro. He could have been doing having mad main events, but
He
obviously,
ain't got the accolades that he deserves, man.
bro, not at all, man.
But
Not at all.
moving on now, number two for me, the one, the only almighty Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, man.
He could easily be number one as well, because I do love Bobby Lashley. But he'd be number two for me still, man. Obviously, Bobby Lashley, you look at the guy, like you don't even have to talk too much about the guy, fam. I'll just let you know my favorite moment was when he beat The Miz to win his first ever WWE Championship
Mm.
at the end of a random episode of Monday Night Raw. I remember The Miz was the champion. I think he basically did some work. What was it? Basically promised Bobby Lashley a championship opportunity or something if he helped him with something. And then he basically tried to go back on his word. And then I think it ended up being what lumberjack match or something. Um, yeah, Bobby Lashley caught him like just constantly trying to dodge was constantly trying to duck Lashley all night. But then the GM was like, yeah, less of that. We're gonna have this
Yeah,
match
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
And yeah, I didn't actually watch this match live. So when
Thunderdome era, innit?
I was tired, fam. I
Was it
was
just
tired
after?
for months, man. But as soon as
Was
I
it?
woke up and I saw Lashley champion all over Twitter, bro, I was so happy, man.
Yeah, that's your
And I just
guy.
said, yeah, I'm watching this match as soon as I can.
Was it Thunderdome era or just before or just
What?
after? Was it Thunderdome era
Yeah, I believe so.
or
I believe it
just
was
around
Thunder
that
Dome.
time, innit? Yeah. Nah, man,
But
you hit the nail on the head, man. Bobby Lashley.
Probably Lashley just more the absolute best. Again, another superstar that I believe is two US championships, two Intercontinental championships, and two WWE championships. And yeah, he should have had much more. Again, like just look at the guy, fam.
Oh yeah, he
Like
was a
we had
beast,
Brock
bro.
Lesnar. This guy was the black Brock Lesnar and so much better in my eyes,
With
man.
the yeah with
Obviously,
the
we don't
speed
speak on
and that.
Lesnar no more. But man, Bobby Lashley, what a guy. And especially like when I was watching WWE from young and this guy was ECW champion. So
Yeah, fire,
every
innit?
time he was there once, he had a match with John Cena, and then all of a sudden the guy disappeared from him. So when he came back, I was so
When
gassed.
did he? Yeah, no, I think he was it probably like 08, 09, I think he left. I did
Yeah.
see, briefly, I did see him. He was doing some stuff in TNA though, Impact Wrestling. He was going crazy after he left. But them times there, that's when I remember him like ACW champion, and he jumped onto the cage to flatten Umaga and that. And obviously WrestleMania 23. After Bobby Lashley, I remember, of course, when he came back, I was happy that he, got title shots and stuff and did the Almighty thing.
I also love the stuff that I did with Leo Rush, you know. I mean,
Yeah, that's
except for
when he
that
first came
fucking,
back in it. No, or was that
yeah, except for that nonsense where he was basically posing and showing off his butt cheeks all the time.
I don't remember that one. That's a Vince thing, definitely.
Dark times,
Did
dark
he
times as
turn
well with his drag queen sisters,
someone's sister? Yeah, I
nonsense for
would say
some
someone's
reason.
sister or something, man. He
And
was doing
then
something
the
crazy.
stuff with Lana as well. I mean, he was a lucky man for that one there still, fam. But yeah, man, he's had his terrible moments, but yeah, he's still one of the best for me, fam. And one of my
Sure.
favorites. Who's your number two, wise man?
Number two, wow, another taking it old school. I did try to have a little bit of a balance here, and there's a few people that I've missed out, but obviously I can't go on people that I haven't really watched like that. But from early, this person have to mention them. Watch them from early. Uh, enjoyed their work from early. They're a Hall of Famer. They are a Hall of Famer. I'm gonna go for the one and only five-time WCW champion Booker T. Can you
Yeah,
dig that?
I
Sucker.
figured it would be on your list still, fam.
Um,
That's
has to be on my list, man. As a kid watching Booker T, oh man, the more I grow older, the more I just uh you know
appreciate it more.
appreciate it, man. From
Well,
tag team,
especially on commentary, yeah.
oh yeah, sexy red, yeah.
And I
He's a
love
mad.
loving Trick Williams as well with his entrance.
What?
Bro.
What?
The, the
Yeah.
the way that guy moves, man, when
Ah,
Stephanie McKinn's doing that
like
move.
it. Go on, one, go on.
No, the way he moves, mad whenever Stephanie McKinn is doing
It's
that move.
oh, yeah,
He's
oh
a crazy
yeah,
man. But yeah,
yeah.
keep going, fam. What else you gotta
Uh,
say, man?
Booker T. Obviously WCW. That time, late 90s, they didn't view him as a champion, even though he had all the tools that were better than a lot
That
of their
Triple H
old
stuff, man.
dusty man, bro. WCW has some old dusty champions, and Booker T was better than all of them by a mile. And I believe it was 99, 2000, maybe 2000. They put the belt on him, finally, and I'm thank God they did it in his prime. Um, Obviously, we spoke about Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin and stuff not getting the accolades that they deserve, but Booker T is one of them. Five-time WCW champion, WWE World Heavyweight champion, multiple-time tag team champion, one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time. You know what I'm saying? He can do it all, man. Hill, Babyface, King Booker, Booker T, Spinner Rooney, and the athleticism he puts into their moves as well with the kicks and that. Bro just got listen, Booker T, he's cold. He's cold. And yeah, number two, man. I can dig it. I can dig it. That's my guy, Booker T. For sure.
Uh,
Hall of Famer as well. His brother, of course, Stevie Ray. Shout out to Stevie Ray, but of course he didn't wrestle as long or didn't do as much as Booker T. But Hall of Famer, that's my guy. Sorry
yeah.
for running. Not
My
running, but
number
sorry.
one guy.
What about your number
My
two?
number one
Do
guy.
you do your number two?
Yeah, my number two was Bobby Lashley.
Ah, cool. Yeah, cool. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
But
ahead.
now, my number one guy,
Yes, sir.
the one, the only, the he was once from Kingston, Jamaica, but then
Aye.
he rebranded to being from is it Accra, Ghana?
Yeah, he forgot
Of
it.
course, I'm talking about the legend, the icon that is Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, bro said.
Kofi Kingston, number one man, and of course, it goes without saying, my favorite Kofi Kingston moment. Of course, when he won the WWE title, if I remember the date correctly, April. Did I say 7th or 8th in 2019? April 8th, 2019. Obviously, that was a special date
Mm,
for Black people. The first time a Black African American won the WWE Championship. Um, defeated Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Uh,
yeah.
a moment that stays
Kofi
with me
Mania.
forever and ever and ever. But Kobe Kingston again, a wrestler that, you know, 11 years before he finally got the accolade that he should have got time and time ago, because this guy screwed up once in a match with Randy Orton. I think he was supposed to take a punt, but he got into an RKO, and we know the infamous, probably the
Oh, stupid.
hardest RKO ever, and stupid,
Stupid.
stupid, stupid. But yeah, it's that basically ruined the guy's career. But this guy just kept on working and working and working, and never complained, nothing. And then when the Coffee Mania kicked off, it wasn't even meant to be him as well. It was meant to be Mustafa Ali, but that guy got his eye busted open or something like that. Um, and then Kofi Mania just started. Everyone just wanted Kofi, and then the whole Kofi Mania, every promo cut by Kofi and Woods, you know, especially when Kofi was telling Vince to his face, he's been working there, never complained. There's never been anyone like him
Mm.
being champion and everything like. But the whole Kofi Mania team, bro.
Wow, didn't it? It was sick when he beat Daniel
Oh,
Bryan. Like,
the passion
worldwide, it was
the
going mad.
passion I get just talking about it, bro. It's such a
Done it. Yeah.
wonderful,
Nah, facts,
it's
bro.
wonderful, man.
Facts. That
And
was
then
such a
obviously when he
moment.
finally won as well, bro. When he finally won, it was such a beautiful moment, bro.
Jubilation. Jubilation. Is that the word? That's the word, isn't it? Jubilation, yeah.
Yeah, jubilation, bro. And they
Jubilation,
showed
fam.
all these black guys as well. When Kobe got the 123, they showed all these black guys
Or
down the
like when
whole
he.
WWE locker room just celebrating, fam.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's sad when MVP Shad Gaspard
Oh,
and
all
I,
crying, bro.
I think they were crying at the bar. That's yeah, man. Rest in peace, Shad Gaspard. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, big up Kofi for sure. Like you said, never complained. Tag team champion, Intercontinental champion, United States
Dire
champion as
Straits.
well. Yeah, and then obviously WWE champion. So mad. Yeah, sick. But it's crazy how long people have been there for, isn't it? Like Woods E and Kofi, especially Kofi. But yeah, luckily, not even luckily, thankfully got his time to shine, man.
And just Kofi Kingston in general, an absolute legend icon, bro.
Yeah, inspirational,
I
isn't it?
think he
So
paved the way as well for black people as well.
yeah, for
Absolutely, bro.
sure, man. For sure. I can imagine a lot of the young guys are looking up to him in the locker room now and asking for his advice and
Mm.
so forth. Yeah, man, mad.
And you're number one.
My number one, the great one. If you smell the rock is cooking. Um, what can I say, man? One of the greatest of all time. Favorite moment, bro. I can't even tell you, bro. I don't even know. I don't even know.
Beating Stone Cold at Mania.
Yeah, maybe that was Stone Cold's
Final
last one.
Boss.
Maybe there's just so many. I think mine needs to be like a
Beating John
2001
Cena at
moment
Mania.
or a 2009. I think mine thing's like a 2000 moment or 2001 or 99 or something, but I don't know which one. But The Rock, one of the greatest of all time, point blank, Mount Rushmore. The guy was coming out in Versace shirts, Rolexes, cutting a different kind of promo that we've never seen cut before. The sort of, just talking trash. That whole promo style. Obviously, Ric Flair done it, but the way The Rock was doing it for people of color or just, certain that people that they can relate to it, man. He was just, you know, hooking so many people with jokes and
I
comedy
think
and
at the
just,
start of his career it was all die Rocky die fam.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Rocky Maivia stuff as well. They didn't like that. they changed it up with the national domination, which is obviously that's another Black History Month special video we probably should be doing, to be fair. But of course, man, The Rock, just multiple time champion, future Hall of Famer, obviously the boss right now, final boss right now. You know what I mean? Just the great, what a great entertainer, what a great superstar. So yeah, number one, The Rock.
We could have had the greatest match ever.
Yeah, but there might be time for that, man. You never know.
I will never forgive the Cody Crybaby bitches for robbing us last year, man.
Listen, man.
But look, we've done our list now. Those are our top fives. I'm kind of surprised that none of us mentioned Mark Henry. I thought it might be on your list, you know.
You know what? Brother, you know what? It's because
I
it's a
don't have a
top.
favorite
He's in
moment
my
from
honorable
him.
mentions. I got
I
bare
didn't really
honorable
watch
mentions.
him much as well. I mean, nah, I just wasn't really a fan of the guy
No, Mark
personally.
Henry. You know what? I got to rate Mark Henry. He's in my honorable
Uh,
mentions because, uh, like The Rock, he was there at a time where there was like no black wrestlers. Just want to shout out to Mark Henry, man. Obviously, he's legitimate was the strongest man in the world at one point. So shout out to Mark Henry, by the way.
right, right.
Honorable mentions: Mello, Mark Henry, Ron Simmons, Godfather, Trick Williams, Ricky Starks. I believe he is half black, I believe. So yeah, just to name a few, man. But shout outs to those guys, man,
Yeah,
for
nah,
sure.
my favorite black one right now is Trick Williams for sure, still fam. So
Trick Willie,
yeah, or maybe even Obafemi. So
Robert
shout out to him as
Femi,
well.
yeah, for
But man,
sure.
you guys obviously, let us know in the comments your favorite black wrestlers, favorite moments, and all that stuff. Obviously, we've got a women's one coming up on Joe's channel as well. So again, yeet the subscribe button to his channel, get him to 200 subs, and yeah, man, just lock in, man, just lock in. It's been a
Def,
tribal
man.
chief. It's been a wise man. Happy Black History Month. Peace.
It just had to be, didn't it? Another cruel blow late on in an encounter.